Welcome back to the next session of sets, relations, and functions. We are in the process of doing some problems which are based on the definitions of sets, functions. Okay, let us see one question here, which is first question. A is equal to x. X is an element. X square minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. B is equal to x is an element, x square plus 4x minus 12 equal to 0. Then B minus A is equal to question mark. B minus A is equal to question mark. Let us convert this one into Cartesian format, sir. A is given as a quadratic equation, B is given as a quadratic equation. Let us convert this one into Cartesian, that is roster form. So first you take x square minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. X minus 2 into x minus 1 equal to 0. X minus 2 equal to 0, x is equal to 2. X minus 1 is equal to 2, x equal to 2. X minus 1 equal to 2, x equal to 1. So set A is having only two elements 1 comma 2. Let us take the second one. Factors for this. 1 into minus 12 is minus 12. 1 into minus 12 is minus 12. For these factors, 6 2s are 12 plus 6 minus 2. So x plus 6 into x minus 2 equal to 0. X is equal to 6 or x is equal to 2. X is equal to 6 or x is equal to 2. Okay. So set B is equal to minus 6 comma 2. So B minus A is a set. B minus A is a set which is having elements which are in B but not in A. 2 is the common minus 6. So B minus A is a singleton set having only one element. Let's go to relations next. Relations. Next heading is relations. Relations. Now let us see the definition. Let A and B be two sets then a relation R from A to B is a subset of A cross B. What does it mean actually, sir? You take any two sets A and B. Remember they are non-empty. Then calculate A cross B. You define a relation, and the defined relation is a subset of A cross B. Then you can say it is a relation. I'll take up an example to explain the meaning of this. Example. A is equal to ABCD. B is equal to PQRS. Which of the following are relations from A to B R1? So this relation is having ordered pairs R2, Q comma B, C comma S, D comma R. A relation R3, A comma P, A comma Q, D comma P, C comma R, B comma R. A comma P, Q comma A, B comma S, S comma B. Now sir, these are the ordered pairs. First of all, verify whether the ordered pairs are in the specified order or not. Ordered pairs definition what I given to you. First element should be from set A and the second element should be from set B. For this relation R1, A is from set A, first coordinate is from set A, second coordinate is from set B. First coordinate is from set A, second coordinate is from set B. First coordinate is from set A, second coordinate is from set B. Okay sir, so this ordered pair is defined in a proper way. Next, if I go for A cross B, A cross B is having how many elements? 4 into 4, 16. A comma P, A comma Q, A comma R, A comma S. Then B comma P, B comma Q, B comma R, B comma S. C comma P, C comma Q, C comma R, C comma S. D comma P, D comma Q, D comma R, D comma S. This is our Cartesian product. Now, if R1 is a subset of A cross B, if R1 is a subset of A cross B, then you can say it is a relation. What is the definition of subset? Again recollect. This relation R1 is derived from Cartesian product. It means if the elements of this one are also in A cross B, then you can say R1 is a subset of A cross B. Look at this, A comma P you have in this. It is parent set and it is child set. A comma P is in this set. B comma R is here. C comma S is there. A comma P, B comma Q, C comma S. R1 is a subset of, first question, R1 is a subset of A cross B. So R1 is a relation. R1 is a subset of A cross B. So R1 is a relation. Let's go to relation 2. First ordered pair Q comma B. Q, first element is from set B, second element is from set A. Sorry, first element is not from set A, second element is not from set B. So this here, the ordered pair is not defined in a proper way. And Q comma B you does not have here. Q comma B you don't get in the cross product. R2 is not a subset of A cross B. So R2 is not a relation. Is not a relation. Let us say R3, A comma P. First element is from set A, second element is from set B. A comma Q. First element is from set A, second one is from set B. D comma B. First element is from set A, second element is from set B. C comma R, B comma R. So R3 is a subset of A cross B. So R3 is a relation. R3 is a relation. R4, first element is from set A, second element is from set B. But look at this ordered pair. First element is not from set A, second element is not from set B. It is in a reverse order. And Q comma A, you don't get in this cross product. Q comma A, this element you don't get in the Cartesian product of A cross B. R4 is not a subset of A cross B. So R4 is not a relation. Is not a relation. R4 is not a relation. Okay. This is the definition of a relation. Next, domain and range of a relation. Domain and range of a relation. Domain and the range of a relation. Let us see. Let R is a relation. Let R is a relation from A to B. Let R is a relation from A to B. Then the set of all first coordinates of an ordered pair of the ordered pairs is called its domain. And the set of all second coordinates of the ordered pairs is called its range. Is called its range. This is the proper definition. Let us see an example here. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us say B is equal to A comma B comma C. 3 elements. You define any relation. R1 is equal to 1 comma A, 2 comma B, 2 comma C, 3 comma B, 3 comma A, 4 comma C. This way a relation is defined. Now first see whether R1 is a subset of A cross B. A cross B means 4 into 3, 12 ordered pairs you will get. 1 comma A, first element is from set A, second element is from set B. 2 comma B, first element is from set A, second one is from set B. So all the ordered pairs are defined properly and these are available in A cross B. You can verify later. Now domain of the relation are, take all the first coordinates 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. This is domain. Range of the relation is equal to all the second coordinates A comma B comma C. All the first coordinates of the given relation is domain and all the second coordinates is range. Remember, domain and range, they are written in set format, roster form. That is why it is included in process. Okay. Next, inverse of a relation. Inverse of a relation. Inverse of a relation. Let R is a relation. Let R is a relation from set A to set B. Then the inverse of R denoted by R inverse is a relation from B to A. Is a relation from B to A. R is a relation from A to B. Set A to set B you are looking, and in that relation or in the defined relation, all the first coordinates are from set A and all the second coordinates are from set B. When you are defining inverse relation, you have to see from B to A. So all the first coordinates are from set B and all the second coordinates are from set A. That way. And domain of R is equal to range of R inverse, and range of R is equal to domain of R inverse. Domain of R inverse. Let us see a problem on this. If R is a relation, from A is equal to R is a relation, how it is defined less than from A. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2B, 3, 5, 7. Find R inverse. Also find the domain and range of R and R inverse. Also domain and range. Let us see, sir. A is a set having elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B is a set having elements 3, 5, 7. How the relation is defined less than? It means the elements of set A are less than set B. How many elements of A are less than B? Or in a simple way you can remember another format. Relation means you are writing it as an ordered pair. In that ordered pair, first element should be less than second element. How many such ordered pairs you will get? 1 is less than 3. Let us see the relation. 1 is less than 5. 1 is less than 7. 2 is less than 3. 2 is less than 5. 2 is less than 7. 3 is less than 5. 4 is less than 5. 4 is less than 7. 5 is less than 7. This way the relation is defined. The first coordinate of each ordered pair should be less than the second coordinate of each ordered pair. Now this is relation R. Domain of R means all first coordinates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Range of R is equal to second coordinates 3, 5, 7. 3, 5, 7. Now R inverse is required. R inverse. You write these ordered pairs in a reverse way. 3, 1, 1, 3, 5, 1, 7, 1, 3, 2, 5, 2, 7, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 7, 4, 7, 5. Now sir, domain of R inverse, all the first coordinates 3, 5, 7. Range of R inverse, all the second components or second coordinates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at this. Domain of R is equal to range of R inverse. Range of R is equal to domain of R inverse. This way, for the defined relation, you can calculate domain and range. Next. Types of relations. Types of relations. First one is identity relation. A relation on set A is said to be an identity relation if every element of A is related to itself only. Every element is related to itself only. For example, if I take a set A as A comma B comma C, this is having 3 elements. Now let us define a relation this way: A comma A, B comma B, C comma C. Okay. This you can write in this manner also: A, B, C. A is related to A is related to B. Sorry, A is related to A, B is related to B, C is related to C. This way, if it is given, then you can say it is an identity relation. Next, a reflexive relation. Reflexive relation. Reflexive relation. A relation R A relation capital R on a set A is said to be reflexive if every element of A is related to itself. Let us say again example 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. For reflexive relation, it should contain identity compulsory 1, 2, 1, 3. It means both the ordered pairs should be in the set A. Look at this, 1, 2 is in A, 1, 3 is in A. This is called reflexive relation. Let us see another example. 1, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Now you have to say whether R2 is a reflexive or not. Is not a reflexive relation. Is not a reflexive relation. Reason is the element 2 belongs to set A and 2, 2 does not belongs to R2. Identity relation is not given. 1, 1 is there, 3, 3 is there, but 2, 2 is not there. Therefore, you cannot say R2 is a reflexive relation. Next. Symmetric relation. Symmetric relation. A relation capital R on A is said to be a symmetric relation if and only if A, B belongs to R, then B, A also belongs to R. A, B belongs to R, then B, A also belongs to R. This condition it has to satisfy. It means if I have 1, 2, the same relation should contain 2, 1 also. That way. Next, transitive relation. A relation R on A is said to be a transitive relation if and only if A, B belongs to R, B, C belongs to R, then A, C belongs to R. If A, B belongs to R, B, C belongs to R, then C, A belongs to R. So we have identity relation, reflexive, symmetric, transitive. A relation is called an equivalence relation if it is reflexive, symmetric, transitive. Okay, let us see numerical problems on this. Question number 1. A is equal to 1, 2, 3. Three relations are defined in this manner. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. R2 is equal to 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3. R3 is equal to 1, 1. Now you have to verify R1, R2, R3 are reflexive or not. R1, R2, R3 are reflexive or not. What is the definition of reflexive, sir? Every element of A is related to itself and it should contain identity relation compulsory. First verify R1 is having identity or not. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And 2, 1, 2 is an element of A, 1 is an element of A. 3 is an element of A, 1 is an element. 3 is an element, 2 is an element of A. So R1 is a reflexive relation. R1 is a reflexive relation. Now look at this R2. It does not have R2, R3 does not have identity relation. So they are not reflexive. So they are not reflexive. Let's see the next question. R1 is equal to 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. R2 is equal to 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. R3 is equal to 1, 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1, 3 comma 1. Verify whether R1 comma R2 comma R3 are symmetric or not. Are symmetric or not. Now sir, what is the way of verification symmetric? A relation is called a symmetric relation if A comma B belongs to R, then B comma A belongs to R. One comma one, anywhere reverse order also 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2 also same. Look at these two. A comma B belongs to R, so B comma A also belongs to R. This condition is satisfied here. R1 is symmetric. R1 is a symmetric relation. Next, 1 comma 1 reverse order also 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2 reverse order also same. R2 is a symmetric relation. R3, 1 comma 2 I have, 2 comma 1, 3 comma 1 is there, but 1 comma 3 does not have. Three comma 1 belongs to R3, but 1 comma 3 does not belongs to R3. 3 comma 1 belongs to R3, but 1 comma 3 does not belongs to R3. Therefore, R3 is not a symmetric relation. Is not a symmetric relation. Okay. A is equal to 1, 2, 3. R1 is equal to 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2 is transitive or not? Transitive or not? Now sir, transitive means if A comma B belongs to R, B comma C belongs to R, then A comma C belongs to R. A comma B belongs to R, B comma C belongs to R, then A comma C also belongs to R. This condition when it's satisfied, then you can say it is. Now consider these two, 1 comma 1 related to R, 1 comma 2 related to R1. 1, 1 B common. So what I'll get A comma C. Here it is A comma B. This is B comma C. Now I have to write A comma C related to what? Related to what? Next, 1 comma 2 is related to what? 2 comma 1 related to what? A comma B is related to what? B comma C related to what? Now I have to verify A comma C is there or not. Then 1 comma 1 is related to what? Look at this, 1 comma 1 is related to what? It means A comma C related to what? Next, let us see here. 2 comma 1 related to what? And 1 comma 2 related to what? A comma B related to what? A comma C related to what? So you have to write A comma C. A means 2, C means 2. 2 comma 2 related to what? 2 comma 2 related to what? Therefore, A comma C related to what? Next, 2 comma 2 related to what? 2 comma 1 related to what? A comma B related to what? A comma C related to what? What is required for me? A comma C is required. A means 2, C means 1. 2 comma 1 related to R. Therefore, R is a transitive relation. A is a transitive relation. Okay. Now let us define function in another way, then we can verify whether the given relation is a function or not. Let A and B be two non-empty sets. Be two non-empty sets. Then a function f from set A to set B. From set A to set B is a rule or correspondence which associates elements of set A to elements of set B. Such that first condition is all elements of A are associated to elements of B. What is the second condition? An element of set A is associated to a unique element in set B. This condition it has to satisfy. Let us see a question, sir. Example. Let A is equal to 1, 2, 3. B is equal to 6, 4, 7. Then the relation R is equal to 2, 4, 3, 6 is a function or not? Function or not? Let us see, sir. Set A 1, 2, 3. Set B 6, 4, 7. 2 is associated to 4. 3 is associated to 6. Now, when will I say the given relation is a function? It has to satisfy the conditions. All elements of A are associated to elements of B. Look at this here. There is one element of A which has no association with elements of B. An element 1 in set A has no association with any element of set B. Therefore, first condition is not satisfied. It is not a function from A to B. Similarly, you can see B to A also. 6 is related to 3, 4 is related to 2. But there is an element 7 which has no association with any element in set A. So it is not a function from A to B and it is not a function from B to A. This way you have to verify whenever any relation is a function or not. That point when I want to check up, this is the way I'll check up. Let us see one more question. Example. If A comma B belongs to set 1, 2, 3, 4. F1 is equal to 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Let us see whether it is a relation whether it is a function or not. Element 1, 2, 3, 4 I am writing here. 1, 2, 3, 4 I am writing here. Verify F1 is a function or not. F1 is a function or not. 1 is associated to 2, 2 is associated to 3, 3 is associated to 4. But there is an element 4 which has no association with any elements in the other side. Therefore, F1 is not a function. Therefore, F1 is not a function. This way you have to verify, sir, whether a relation is a function or a function is a relation. That conditions, these two conditions are satisfied, then that relation is a function. Otherwise, it is not a function. Okay, that's all here. Thank you for watching this video.